get that thing out of me. You're not gonna want to watch this part.
No, listen to me, please. No. No, stop. Listen to me.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Forgive the moving studio here. We're on a shoot today, but massive breaking news that cannot wait is President Trump saying that we're going to redo the census in the country. This is going to be a massive bombshell to the holy grail of Democrats rigging elections. Here's how they do it, and it's been well documented, and they've even admitted it, and I'll show you that they admit it on camera. Okay, so here we go. The census, as it's written in the U.S. Constitution, says they're going to count all persons in any district. Persons doesn't necessarily mean citizens. This is something that probably needs to be adjudicated in the courts. But up to this point, Democrats have used that as a trick to rig criminal aliens in their districts, like California is a great example, and give California 20 extra congressional seats because there are so many criminal aliens, and the census simply counts the human beings stationary in a certain location. That's it. You don't have to be a U.S. citizen. That is an insane way to do this, and what President Trump is doing here is pressing the legal issue, which is the census should be just for American citizens. So President Trump says on Truth Social, I'm going to redo the census. It's going to be just for the citizens of America, and I've directed the Department of Commerce to do just that. This is going to be a thermonuclear bomb. So Democrats are already facing Republicans doing mid-decade redistricting themselves, which could net Republicans 20 new congressional seats. Democrat states are already jerry-rigged and gerrymandered within an inch of their lives, so they have nowhere to go. There virtually are no Republicans from Democrat states anymore because they've already rigged as far as they possibly can. And now Donald Trump is saying redo the census. And this isn't the first time that he said it. Okay, so let me tell you why he's saying it. Here's a member of Congress from New York, and she probably shouldn't have said this. I think this was just letting the mask slip. And she hops on and she's like, yo, I need more illegal aliens in my district because the census is coming up. And this is the only way that I'm going to be able to keep my district because so many people are fleeing New York. She literally just says how the game works right here.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. We have a diaspora that can absorb a significant number of these migrants. And when I hear colleagues talk about, the doors of the inn being closed, no room in the inn, I'm saying, I need more people in my district, but just for redistricting purposes. And those members could clearly fit here.
Now, you know who agrees with her is Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller is straight up saying, yes, this is how Democrats rig elections, and it's netting at least 20 to 30 different House seats for Democrats. Democrats would be a permanent minority forever if they didn't have criminal aliens counted in the census. Here we go.
Illinois, Chicago, New York, Massachusetts. Democrats have gerrymandered the vote beyond recognition to try to maintain their advantage in the House elections. On top of that, let's not forget, Democrats rigged the 2020 census by including illegal aliens. Remember, they sued Donald Trump, they sued the administration, they fought tooth and nail to include illegal aliens in the census. 20 to 30 of House Democrat seats wouldn't exist but for illegal aliens. Texas is taking just a small corrective step against this ocean of fraud, this ocean of abuse by the corrupt Democrat Party, Sean.
Now, President Trump tried to do this in his first term. He got stopped by Bill Barr, deep state Bill Barr. Now he's coming in with reckless abandon. What I'm waiting for is the legal issue, the legal question here, which is, can Trump do this? But what the administration is going to do is they're just going to find out, right? They're just going to fight it out in the courts. And it's going to be another thing that the left has to fund in order to try and prevent it from happening, because if they let it happen, then they'll be, again, there's no way they'll ever win the House ever again for the rest of the existence of you or me in America. So it's going to be very, very interesting. This isn't the only time that Stephen Miller has talked about this, in fact, and forgive the throwback clip here, but Stephen Miller's talked about it on our program, how important this all is. And this was in an interview that we did a year ago, Stephen Miller with a beard, talking about how easy it is for Democrats to rig the census and how it has to change. So it's sounding like they're actually going to get it done. Let's see. Here's Stephen Miller, clearly the architect of all of this.
Do you agree? Elon Musk made huge news this week, posting a video about effectively the scheme to create a new political class for the Democrat Party through illegal immigration and to allow these criminal aliens to vote then in the 2024 election. That's part of the plan. You agree with that? That's baked in.
There's broadly construed. There are three immediate objectives Democrats have with respect to open borders. And those are, one, this already happens. They're counted in the census, which means more congressional seats for states with illegal aliens and electoral college votes. California would have half of the electoral college votes it has right now, but for illegal immigration. Think about that.
Wow.
The electoral map, where this automatic giant behemoth of electoral college votes is delivered to the left immediately, is because of illegal immigration. Two, there is no citizenship verification to vote in American elections. Very few people realize this. If you ask for it, you get a form and it says, are you a citizen, yes or no? If you check the yes box, that is it. Every state that has tried to validate that, and the federal government does zero validation, has been blocked successfully in court, now going on for more than 20 years. This is a true statement without exaggeration. There's not a single state in this country where illegal aliens cannot vote simply by checking a box. And as you can imagine, the potential for massive fraud there is increased exponentially with mass mail-in voting. So if even a small percentage of Biden's illegal aliens fill out mail-in ballots, fill out ballots that go into the drop boxes, etc., that would be outcome determinative in races up and down the ballot. Now, all it would take to stop this would be for the House to attach to a must-pass bill legislation requiring citizenship verification to vote in 2024. And the third thing is that as soon as they have the power and ability to do so, they would pass a law making all illegal aliens into full voting citizens. Had it not been for the fact that Joe Manchin is indeed he's a hardcore liberal. He's voted against us on almost everything of importance. But he did one thing that was noteworthy, which is that he refused to eliminate the filibuster. If he had voted to end the filibuster, they would have, in the first month of Biden's presidency, passed a full Citizenship and Voting Rights Act for all illegal aliens in the country. And they had the votes to do it, but for the fact that Manchin didn't agree to waive the filibuster. Manchin, by the way, he supports amnesty. He would have voted for the bill. He just didn't vote to get rid of the filibuster. So those three things are the primary reasons why Democrats want an open border. There are many others. We don't have time to go into them all, but those are the three big ones.